morning. Happy Friday to you.
Good morning, Julie. How are you this morning?
We really just look beat up. I mean, the sun.
It's just a bad color for us. Good morning, Pat.
Terrible color.
We're so used to being more tanned looking. Actually, we are more tan than what this is. This makes us look pale.
So,
but that's okay. Good morning, Jeff.
Christie made me one of the terrible coffees today. She's taken it and is drinking it.
No, I did not make it for you.
I swear, you made it for me.
No, I told him you can't touch it and you can't spill it on me.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, good morning to you.
Why would I make you a terrible coffee? I love you.
I don't know, but I am going to close this door.
And you can leave the fan on, though.
Sure.
Can you guys hear the fan noise? Let's just listen for a second. Can you hear the fan noise? Does it bother you? Morning, Julie. Good morning, Marie.
We have mosquitoes in our office this morning, which is a different experience. So I think we need to get one of those mosquito killers.
Well, we do have citronella in an essential oil somewhere in here. It's not set up right now, but good morning.
Hey, Jim.
Kira and Jim. Good. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Glad.
So
no fan noise here from Jolene. Good morning, Mom.
But we can
hear. Good morning, Karen. Jeff can't hear it. We can hear it. So this must do its job.
Good. But we can hear the neighbors upstairs, like little chipmunks moving
They're setting
furniture.
up their tables. So they're dragging, they drag the tables and chairs.
Stop dragging my heart around.
Don't do that. Okay. Don't do that.
They're dragging my heart around.
So it's the weekend almost. Yay.
It's Friday. Can I have a taste of that?
It's really watery. I put too much water in it. I almost need another shot of espresso.
Christy got me a coffee. So she's the funniest wife in the world. So it's after 8:00 and she's like, okay, it's time to wake my husband up. She gets a cup of coffee. I don't know how the hell she does this every single time. She says, I try not to make noise, but she makes noise and she terrifies me. And I'm like, ah. And then she's like, you really know how to make a woman feel special.
Yeah, no kidding, right? No man wants to see his wife first thing in the morning, is what he said to me.
I may have just woken up.
After I bring him coffee in bed. There's something wrong with this picture, you guys.
You're scaring me. So even if I have an afternoon nap, do any of you, when you have an afternoon nap, it like freaks you out if somebody wakes you up? I am terrified if she comes in and she'll like shake me violently.
I do not.
And I think
such a whiner.
I should be scared when she does that. But no, if she wakes me up and I've had a nap, terrifies me. So I don't know what she does. She practices even in the house. I'll be doing something and she'll be like, hey. And
I know, and he'll jump like I'm torturing him. Hey, Shirley, on Facebook Messenger.
She's a terrifying woman.
I just sent you a link to someone that's making stickers. Can you check on those, please? Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Donna. Do you want to take the girls to see Elf in La Cruz? Oh, when is that?
What is Elf in La Cruz?
Oh, in their amphitheater? Is that their Wednesday or Thursday night movie? Whatever night they do it?
Oh, Elf the movie. See, we have a big screen at our house.
Morning, you warm-looking people. I know, but it's different. It's different doing something like that. Although I don't think I'd take Amberlyn because I would not be able to. I would never be able to sit and watch. I'd have to be running after her because she'd be up and down those bleachers. Oh, it would be horrible. I love that little girl. Love that little girl to pieces.
So last night we went to see.
She's getting back to you for farting in bed. That's from Donna.
Yeah.
I never said.
Oh my gosh! It's been almost 2 years since the C word started.
Sorry, very poor English.
And
like your dress.
And it is interesting. Yesterday, somebody talked about how the masks block viruses, like underwear blocks the smell of farts. Oh my gosh, that is because the virus itself is something like over 100,000 times smaller than the weaves. Fits through, guys.
Oh, it's tonight. No, we can't tonight. We're going for dinner with friends. Their son is in town. So we're going to go see him. He's like our other nephew.
Now,
I guess
nephew.
What?
You know what would work is if you took carbon filters and you made like a feminine protection and put that over your butt, I think that would block the fart smell.
They have those already built into panties
What?
and underwear.
Get out of here.
That's just ridiculous.
So I would use that as my COVID thing. Well, it works for this.
So Lori Bolin is saying that there is nothing warm in Alberta. I know, especially those hearts. And I think it's funny that Karen is saying that she has very poor English, considering she's English.
We bastardized your language.
And thank you for the compliment on the dress. I do like this dress. I just have to walk around with my stomach in or my shoulders back so my stomach doesn't stick out because it's very slim fitting.
After New Year's, we really need to focus on
After
our health.
New Year's. After New Year's. Oh, and then there's Easter. So after
Christie
Easter, and then there's our birthday. So after our birthdays.
We've been working on losing weight since we were in our early 20s. It's not a lie. And this is the problem. People are like, when I'm in my 30s, I'm going to be healthy. Well, then the 30s come and go. Then it's like, well, when I'm in my 40s, I will work on being healthy. Then the 40s come, the 40s go. Then you're in your 50s. And now you're like, you know what? I'm going to die anyways. Why bother?
And Shirley Jolene is apologizing because she's the one that sent me the link to those stickers. So she's apologizing for giving you more work.
What else was I going to say? So we know the fart things that we wear on our face. And I loved that. It really was funny because I think that's so good because when we cough, it's like we farted from our face. So that way it just goes through that mask and they can't smell our farts.
You know what?
I don't breathe know.
It in. Boy, the exchange right now.
What?
On $1,000, it's 22,108.
22 pesos to the dollar right now?
Is that really what it is, you guys? 22?
I think so.
Oh my gosh. So right now, guys, if you want to buy something in pesos, it's like you've got a 10% discount. And then if they give you a discount like Risco, it's like you're saving money everywhere.
Yeah.
It's almost free. It's like when you're buying from one of the vendors here. It's almost free. Come and try my Mexican air conditioning. It's my birthday. It will be the first sale of the day today.
Only $1?
Only $1. What else do they say here? There's all these things in there. They're the hooks that get these.
I've missed you.
There.
I've been looking for you. I've been waiting for you.
I use those one on the ladies. Well, mostly you.
How's that
never
working
works.
for you?
It never works. You still scare me.
I should.
In the mornings and after my naps. After I sleep, generally, you're scaring
Victor, good morning. Cheryl and Gary, good morning. Donna is saying that her daughter is dog sitting and sent a pic of the beagle. He wants to go back to bed. Now, Donna, I forgot that you do beagles.
Why can't she face the microphone as she's reading? Because she can do this. And
really?
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
You can do that.
So Jolene and Larry are beagle fanatics. So enjoy your beagle. You guys have something in common.
They're for such little dogs. They've got such big voices.
Yeah.
It's like.
And Paula, good morning, sunshine. How is Morelia?
I'm just trying to think of what it's like.
Wise says 20.7. Well, I just got a receipt from a payment, so then someone's ripping me off.
Well, no. Oh, did they charge you 22? Oh,
on PayPal.
Yeah, PayPal sucks. I mean, I wish you would have said that because PayPal sucks. PayPal sucks.
Why does PayPal suck?
Remember the first time we went to Vegas and all of our money was on PayPal and then PayPal blocked us because we were in Vegas. So then I had to send my passport, had to send everything.
Was that PayPal?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a long time
ago.
It
was, but PayPal still sucks. PayPal is very political.
Donna Jolene wants you to post a photo. I don't know if you saw her post, but if you can get a picture of your mutt.
Mutt.
I guess you do have a picture.
Charlie is not a mutt.
All dogs are mutts. There's no purebred dogs anymore, ever, anywhere.
I am sorry what she said about Charlie. I love Charlie so much. Charlie's great.
Karen. So, Karen, we are still Canadian citizens with Mexican permanent residency. So we don't have a Mexican passport. We have literally a green card.
Green cards. We have green cards.
Yeah. Oh, so Donna sent a picture, but she only sent it to me. So I will pass it on to you, Jolene.
My eyes are itchy today.
Mine were yesterday. They're not today.
So something's going on.
Oh, what a cute puppy.
So back to what we did last night. So I abandoned Christie at the office.
There you go, Jolene. Yeah, so he'll give his version of what happened, then I'll give mine.
I abandoned her at the office.
He didn't. I meant, did you actually nap though? Like, did you go home and
No,
sleep?
no.
You dumbass. So I did all that walking for nothing.
You lost some weight.
Oh,
But I look back here and I'm like, I found it. No, that was rude and uncalled for.
you're dead.
And I'm so dead. I can't stop these things, guys. I try. I try. But I can't. So last night we went to the movie theater.
You're so stupid.
We went to Nuevo. So we didn't even go to the VIP theater, which we can usually get food and
I'm
stuff.
sorry, Christy, but Charlie Girl is my angel.
So we went to see the new Spider-Man, and there are so many spoilers I can't even share with you about it because
even the what's it called, the preview or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the preview does give a lot of spoilers.
Give some spoilers. I
But
didn't go to the movie.
I didn't see the previews, so I didn't know a new Spider-Man was coming out until Zach told me. And I never saw a preview, so
Forgot
I was
to filter his brains before it came out of his mouth every single time, unless it's real estate related.
It is true. So the movie theater, I was surprised, and man, what a great movie! It really was. We brought Taylor. Taylor may have been a little too young for it because there were some tense scenes.
Victor is saying, Victor Hernandez is saying, just say if you like the movie or not. Yes, he did. He loved it. He says, are you going to go see it? And I said, no, probably not. So then he's telling me all about the movie.
And then she's like, I should have gone to see it.
No, I did not say that.
No, but we are going to see The Matrix together.
Yes.
Have seen all the commercials. So do know a little bit. And then plus I do watch even the behind the scenes of the commercials. And the top 10 things you missed in the Matrix commercial. So, and that's the rotten part for me. So there is some stuff that I do understand. When we were at the movie theater, I said to Zach, so did people know this? And he's like, no. He says, there's some people that they suspected some stuff, but it's a freaking awesome movie.
I can't imagine going to a movie like that with Zach and John because they can't just watch it for the entertainment.
Oh.
They have to dissect it during the freaking movie.
Oh, Zach was telling me, yeah, well, the director of this movie did this, and then this happened, and like he knows.
So apparently Zach has too much time on his hands.
He-
Get more business stuff done for us, Zachary.
It is true because
When I use your full name, you know you're in trouble.
it is true. He knows way too much about stuff. Now,
Like his father. You used to be like that though. You had details in that little teeny tiny brain of yours
it is true.
that no man should have had.
Yeah, I've lost a lot of that.
Well,
But some of it I do have still. I mean, today, what was the video I was watching on the way here today?
About
aspirin.
that was
You know,
interesting.
aspirin's been being used by humans for over 4,000 years. And it started in Samaria, and somebody just is scraping the bark of a willow tree to get rid of headaches. It's like, that's how it starts.
So Jolene sent me a post and it says, before I agree to 2022, I'm going to have to see the terms and conditions. Yeah, no kidding.
I did see a very funny meme this morning that said that 2022 is pronounced like 2020 TOO. And then the woman's like, no, because 2020 was not a good year for a lot of people. And it's because we allowed our governments to continue to get paid.
So Larry and Donna,
well, none
good
of us
morning.
were.
Julie, I think I said good morning, but if I did not, good morning. Kathy, good morning. So my version of last night. So I stayed with clients because they wanted to write up a purchase request for a condo. So I stayed and worked so my little muffin could rest and take the truck home. So I had
You're
to
still
walk.
looking at yourself.
Shut up. Really, just shut up.
So, but yesterday though, I think we had like 3. Like, because you had that one.
I
and
had
then
2
other
people
ones.
send in the deposit for another pre-construction that they're buying 2 units.
It was that those people were different because we started with an oceanfront property.
And they bought something very different, but it's for
It's
investment.
beyond different.
Yeah, but that's for investment. They still want an oceanfront property. They're going to get this done and then move.
But at no time did they say.
No, it was
yeah.
not an option at first, but when they saw it and decided. So, anyways, my plan was they were going to go to the movie. I was going to go home and I was going to work on my nails because my nails need some loving. And so
they do.
I ended up staying with these clients. And then I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to go walk and I'll go do the art walk and then I'll go home. And then Zach's like, well, you know, Mom, if you want, Shuita's going to be at home with just Amberlyn and Amelia if you want to go and see them. And I'm like, oh, that might be an idea.
How'd that go for you?
That was awesome. I got lots of baby cuddles in last night. Lots. I didn't get my camera, which I regret, but I got lots of baby cuddles in.
In our first grandchild, we're like picture.
Every
Second
time I
grandchild,
held Taylor,
picture.
Amberlyn was never sat still long enough.
Yeah, but then
and Emily, why do I want to keep calling her Emily?
I don't know.
Amelia. Anyways, she'll correct me when she gets older, I'm sure. So it was just Amberlyn and I and Mummy. And so Chuita and I actually got to talk. And Amberlyn would flip between Mummy cuddles and Nana cuddles, and she would rub Amelia's face so gently. It was so cute.
You know what? I'm thinking about our children because Zach's children are very close in age to what our kids were. And we did exactly the same thing with our kids.
Yeah.
First kid, like if archaeologists were to discover our family, they're going to like, oh my gosh, they really loved that first kid. And they know the second kid is the sibling because there's enough pictures, but they don't think they loved them as much. Then the third child almost seems like a cousin that visited sometimes. Maybe we got a couple pictures, but the fourth kid, no archaeologist knows that a fourth child was ever born. Because by the fourth child, and Spence, we love you. We absolutely love you.
Well, we tolerate you because you never call.
By the fourth child, though, you're done. It's like, I'm done with photos.
You're so bad.
Christie, I'm the same as every other parent in the world. 95%, let's say. Let's say 99.8%, the exact same people that survived COVID.
No.
Yeah.
It was more than that.
No, but I'm using the low number. So yeah, it is. It's a strange world. So tell us if you had more than and the kids were close in age, because if they're not close in age, it's a difference.
And just for the record, Jim, you're not making me feel better by telling me that they took that much more money from me.
How much extra did they take?
Well,
at least it's almost 10%, or I guess 5%. So yeah, that sucks. Thanks, PayPal, for stealing our money. They got an extra 50.
But it was a payment that had to be made because my credit card they tried to use my card. And so the card got canceled. So this went directly through PayPal, which I'm kind of surprised that it did.
Why do we not have a card yet? Because they said by Wednesday we would.
Or Friday.
It's lying jerks.
No, it's still Friday.
Yeah, but we should do that. Your house will close in a month to 12 months.
We do have to say that, though.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
So I'm okay with a couple of days versus a couple of months.
We have one closing that is probably the most complicated closing we've had in 18 years, and it's going on right now. The guy passed away, and his heirs have the property, and there's a step mom. And it's just crazy. So it's going to be almost a year.
Good morning. And Sherry Huddleston Ortman, good morning. Good morning, you guys. Nice of you to join us. Sheila, good morning. So my mom is just saying that never order. Oh, I better do it this
Thank
way.
you. So you can read to the people.
I can't see. You don't have to see me.
That's better. If you did that to me when I woke up in the morning, I would not be terrified.
I'm going to hit you with this. Never order groceries online with Instacart. I ordered through Superstore and the shopper keeps texting all the things not available and do I want a replacement? At least 6 to 7 replacements already with a refund on something besides. With a tip, administration fees, not as many options and higher prices on many items. I'll be doing my own shopping from now on.
Well,
And
Instacart
then Donna says to try Walmart, Mom.
Instacart is interesting because there was this thing where this gal who was delivering stuff in the U.S. She goes to, and then on the lawn of these older people, they're senior citizens, was a pro-police sign. She kicked the crap out of the groceries. Like, this is the lady delivering it, working for that company, and she destroyed the groceries
Because of the sign on
because
people's
it
house?
was, which was a pro-police sign.
So Sherry is telling me that she will be looking us up in January. She can't wait to meet us. Jenna speaks very highly of us, which Jenna is my cousin. So we are looking forward to meeting you as well, Sherry.
Now, it is funny with the Americans because you've got the right and the left, and I hate those terms. Dear God, I hate those terms. Only because the left has joined the right, pretending that they're right, and then they're destroying the world from within. But what's interesting is the left was like, people, only police need guns. Only police need guns. Now they're like, we don't need the police. See what they've done there? See what they've done? So yeah, now we've got a world of crime without any firearms in their utopia. Trust me, not going to go well.
No.
Not going to go well.
No.
Because human beings have gotten rid of that love of life. In the 50s, 30s, even the 80s. In the 80s, at least, it was about me. But it's just so weird how the world has changed, where people will kill people for a pair of shoes. Like, what a terrible, terrible predicament for humanity to be in, where they just don't care anymore. So my suggestion is this Christmas, whoever, wherever, if you're in line somewhere, pay for somebody's groceries, do something awesome, something where you cannot get repayment for at all. It's impossible for them to do something for you. So that way it's just you being good to another human being, because we need to do that more.
Forward. And you know, we hear awesome stories. For instance, the clients that were here last night, a few days ago, they were in the cab and he forgot his bag in the cab. The cab brought it back to him. So, you know, like there are awesome stories, and you know, people are trying to post more of these positive stories just because things are so dark and dreary. But and so, you know what, you guys, post your stories, post the positive. I'm tired of hearing all the negative. There's so much negative everywhere you look. It's hard sometimes to find the positive. So let's post the positive stories.
Too many Karens and Harolds ruling the world right now.
I totally agree, John. Watch the video. I DM'd you. He will. Yeah. I spoke to a lady last night that has a condo down here, and she was just kind of beside herself. She's been she's just been hurt, and you know, you can't do this for me, so I don't even want to talk to you. How dare you change your plans, and you know, blah blah blah, little things like that. And you know, people need to be a little more forgiving of people if things happen that they are not happy about. You know, I could be really bitter about people that didn't show up for my charcuterie night because I had lots of cheese and sausage left up. But you know what? John and I ate it the next night. It was delicious.
And the next night. And the next night.
No.
We froze our steaks from the other night. Like, we just made so much food.
And I put those chicken breasts because we're not going to be home for dinner tonight either. So I put those chicken breasts. So lots of times too, when John wants to barbecue, because the charcoal, we don't have
it's an egg. It's a ceramic egg.
It's one of those big eggs. And so it's charcoal. And so it stays hot for a long time. So after we cook the meal that we want to eat, John's like, well, do we have anything else? And I said, well, it's frozen. He says, put it on. They'll thaw and cook. And that flavor just adds so much, that charcoal flavor. I like the convenience of a gas or propane or whatever you want to call it, barbecue. Here it would be propane. But I do like the taste of a charcoal barbecue. There is really nothing like it. And I know you can get the other things to put in a gas barbecue. It's just not the same, people. And here with Weber now open and all their different flavored
Yeah, you can get applewood,
yeah.
everything.
Speaking of that, it's almost time to start taking out turkeys for Christmas if you're thawing them in your fridge.
Get out of here.
Heck yeah. What are you guys doing for Christmas? We have, as it stands right now, we've got about 30 people coming. I had not put out a lot of invitations because I wasn't sure what was going to happen with the birth of our latest granddaughter. And I didn't want to have a whole bunch of people coming and not be able to prepare the meal that I want to prepare because I might have the older two granddaughters. And not that I can't do it with them, but it's just more difficult.
I forgot my watch.
Oh no, now you won't know what time it is.
I touched my wrist and I'm like, so yeah. So we have 30 people though. That's a lot of people for some people.
So I'm just looking, Karen. Yeah, so Karen just said, you guys are doing your bit. You always make me smile with at least one comment you make. Thank you, Karen. And we've had such loving feedback from the vast majority of the people that we watch. There is a very small percentage of people that don't agree with what we say and are very vocal about it.
And excuse us, Karen, it's the Karens and Harrys.
There's probably a bigger group of people that don't like what we say but just don't say anything.
We call them mature.
This particular lady is one of those who does not agree with the vast majority of what we say, but she has learned to love us anyways.
Yeah. It is funny.
And I'm like, that's because you're an adult, honey, and you can do this and you can look past the things that we don't agree, because I don't get off and go freaking out on you because I don't believe what you're saying. I mean, and so I don't know why people find it justifiable that they do it to us. I just don't. Yeah.
See,
I don't understand that way of thought. I mean, just because it would be different if we were attacking you for your beliefs.
But we never do.
But we don't. We make our beliefs known. Obviously, this is our platform. If you don't like it, don't watch. Just scroll by. Don't watch it and then announce to the world.
Attention, Democrats.
Don't watch it and then announce to the world how much you can't stand us, or keep talking about us apparently afterwards, which I found out that is still happening. So
we love it.
Victor is saying that it is his first time watching and he's a big fan. Well, thank you, Victor. We appreciate that. We love new fans. But I gotta say, so we've been doing this now for pushing 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
March will be 2 years because we started it right after people started leaving at the end of March in 2020. And there are times where we're like, you know what? Maybe we should just stop doing this. Everything's getting kind of back. And
we fought and we're angry at each other.
Or we've been fighting. And so we don't want to do it. And then we're like, but you know what?
We fight every day.
We only when we talk.
We don't.
Only when you talk.
That's very true. I will agree with that.
So
the older we get, the less we fight.
Julie Sillers is saying they have 27 for Christmas dinner. Yeah, you know what? And I love it. It is the only meal, big meal that I make that I enjoy making, especially when I have someone plan to come clean up the next day. Because I didn't do that for Thanksgiving. I regret it because it took me like by the next Thursday, I was putting away the last of the cleaned plates and stuff. Like some of them had been washed and just sitting in the kitchen. But that was a really extremely busy weekend for us after Thanksgiving. And so we were just going, and we'd be gone all day. Like we even brought the dog a few times to the office because we knew we were going to be gone for so long. And I don't like leaving her alone so much. The housekeepers come twice a week. So those 2 days for sure, we leave her home because they'll play with her. But
I think I've told you guys, the housekeepers clean my barbecue.
Yeah.
So I make whatever.
Cecilia was upset with me yesterday because I have no more degreaser, so she could clean. She says, "Well, it's for the barbecue," and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I get some."
It is amazing. Whenever I go to the barbecue, it's clean, and I did
John
not
doesn't
clean
know
it.
how to clean it. I'm thinking
it is so weird.
So Jolene, that's very sweet of you. So she said to Victor, "Welcome," and she totally agrees with charcoal. it just adds so much more flavor. So I'm going to put this out there because we are able to have more people. If there's anybody that's here in town, seriously, that doesn't have a place to go for Christmas dinner,
Our house.
come to our house, give me a call. We
We-
started doing this.
We love orphans.
We love orphans. We started doing this when our kids started leaving, actually, just to fill the house up for Christmas. And
You should
so,
tell that story.
no, I'll start to cry.
I'll tell the story because it was Christie.
Morning, Penny. How are you?
It was the bitchiest she has ever been on Christmas Day.
And Karen, just so you know, we have a Cocker Spaniel.
So Zach and Spencer are here. The girls are not. It's the first Christmas that we
But
had
they're
no
gone.
girls.
Yeah.
And Christy was angry and pissy, and it was terrifying. And so then later on, she realizes it's because
My girls
the
were
girls
not
were
there.
gone.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, when she knew that, she could work with that. It was also the very first time we did our orphan Christmas, and we probably had 30, 40 people.
In our house.
In a house.
Inside. Now, at least now we're upstairs, so it's all open air. So anybody that's worried about COVID.
But it was cool because we had all these senior citizens and people of a certain age.
Yeah, that don't have family down here.
Playing
Yeah.
Wii with our kids and dancing, and
Yeah,
it was such
it was
fun
a
time.
hoot. We had a lot of people, and we did it for quite a few years. And there are lots of people that we used to invite every year that we no longer invite, partly because
Well, we don't know a lot of these people.
we don't
really
know them well, partly because we've never even been invited back for even a cocktail. So
But we
I
know,
just
we know that
figured-
story though, because we have been uninvited.
yes, because we didn't invite people back. So I get it.
yeah, it's life.
But
right?
there's always more people that need to be visited. So seriously, if you guys are here and you don't have Christmas, we're going to eat around 4. So if you don't have plans for Christmas Day, are you calling us orphanages now? You mean orphans? Yes,
Yeah.
I'm calling you guys orphans.
No, orphans just means, either your parents, your family, somebody is not here, that you have a place
Like
to go.
physically here, not
Physically
even,
here.
you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, they could be alive. Not
Just
real
not in
orphans.
Mexico. But anyways, on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. It's time to get to work. Look at how overcast it just got.
It is very strange.
Wow, which explains the humidity this morning. I'm feeling a little sticky.
Okay. All right, guys.
So have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend.
Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. All
Well,
of
we
that
don't
stuff.
have to wish Happy New Year yet. It's too early. But Merry Christmas.
All right, guys. We will
All
see
right,
you
take
very
care.
soon.
Bye.
Bye. And this is the awkward